Hi business owners, Hanif here from the Golden Nuggets podcast. If you haven't heard already, we recently launched the Podium and it was well received. So the Podium is a community where you not only learn from us but also other business owners in the community. On top of that, you get to be featured for one episode on the podcast itself, 2, share about your business, and promote the campaign that you are running. To be a part of the Podium, you simply need to sign up at tgnpodcast.com/thepodium. This $250 startup price offer is only valid for the next 10 sign up. See you on the Podium.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Golden Nuggets podcast. This is the Podium. My name is Nazrin.
I'm Amir.
And my name is Hanafi.
And today we're going to talk about the introduction. The introduction of the Podium itself. So, Amir, what do you think of the Podium?
So what exactly is the Podium? So the Podium is actually a platform where we want to help startups and also small businesses and also solopreneurs to be able to feature their business in a podcast at a decent cost.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is one of the intention that I have in mind. What do you guys think?
I think it's a good initiative. I think the Podium also, what we've already discussed is that the Podium is going to be a community where we as business owners can also support and help out each other.
Yes. What about Nazrin? What do you think about this particular plan?
I feel it's a good initiative. It is a start where the Golden Nuggets podcast has an offer to give, especially for our business owners, friends who find difficulty for them to invest thousands of dollars to sponsor podcasts. So this is a good platform for you to actually get yourself wet, and not wet as in get yourself into the podcast scene. And we want to actually share this with you guys.
Yes, because we have a lot of feedbacks. One of the feedback is podcast industry. The cost to be advertising you through a podcast can be very high.
Yep.
We know of the standard market rate for a 1 month campaign is usually around the range of $4,000. The premium one can be as high as $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 a month.
Yeah.
While it is while it seems like a huge sum of money, if you were to compare it to traditional media, it's actually a small fraction of it. So yes, we understand that it is costly, especially when you are starting out. That's the reason why we started this particular the Podium segment, just for all the small business owners who want to start scaling their business to use the platform and to be able to feature their business here.
Yeah, I think it's a good starting point, especially for those business owners that don't have the experience to be on a podcast. Like we have experienced many first-timer guests who feel that, is it okay? Is my episode okay? Because they don't have the feel of being a guest or being part of a podcast. So this would be a good opportunity for you guys to jump in and have a feel. We are not, of course, not the premium or the top-notch podcast, entertainment podcast. We are not. So we try to keep our genre as consistent as possible, talking about entrepreneurship, talking about business, talking about
the challenges you go through.
Correct, about
as
struggles and a bit of a personal stories behind why they start a business. So so I think it's a good initiative for the Podium to exist.
Yeah. So what appeals to you most about the Podium, Hanafi?
I would say the community. Because as founders, as business owners, most of us are lonely.
Yes.
We don't have people to talk to.
Yes.
And the things that we want to talk about, we can't really talk to our team members.
Right.
Because employees have a different kind of mindset. Like we want to scale it to a certain level. We want to do this and that, but they might not understand what exactly that is. So that the community will allow us to, of course, connect with other business owners, right? And then you can speak on the same level. Like you guys can actually grow together. So I think that's very appealing on my end.
Yeah.
I love the name actually, because I mean we brainstorm it with ChatGPT, and the word podium just suddenly pop up because it puts you on a certain level. A podium is like, elevating the status of from where you are and putting you somewhere above.
Yes.
So this platform kind of like bringing you and your business up to some sort of level and awareness, or to, like what Hanafi said, is a community where we are all like-minded individuals.
Yes. Okay. So so my vision for the podium is actually there's 3 parts to it. I think Hanafi have already mentioned about the community. We'll talk a bit more about that later. The first part of it will be about how you as a business owner start to how do I put this, get experience and also be brave in front of the camera, because nowadays the main currency in the world is social currency. Like everybody needs to know who you are before they want to do, or before they want to deal in business with you.
Yeah.
So I understand that a lot of especially startups and small business owners, they are afraid to go into the social media scene. They are afraid to put themselves more out there. But the thing is, it is necessary nowadays to be showing yourself more, because imagine if you do not know who is the founder of Facebook. I don't think.
Does it matter?
I don't think it may last, or it may be
that's true.
as reputable as it is right now.
How long is Facebook?
Almost
2
20
decades.
years. Almost 20 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that long. Maybe haven't 20 years lah.
Yeah.
20
Almost.
years is
It's 2007.
Oh yeah, less than 20. But yeah, we joined because of the easiness of the platform, and now we know that he is behind the brain. He's a young guy, so we want to be associated with young people or young vibe. So that's the reason why Facebook is successful until now. So
Because we grow with the founder himself. As the founder grow the business, because of his age, which is around our age also, we kind of grow with him, and we kind of grow with the platforms that is under Meta nowadays.
Yeah, and we accepted the vision as well. So that's why we are on the platform. Like
So
Instagram and WhatsApp as well.
Yes, that's the reason why we want to have this platform for any business owners, any startups, to be able to show their face a little bit more, so that people can trust their brand.
Yeah.
So that's the first part of the podium. The second part of the podium will be about what they intend to achieve for the next 3 months. This is another thing that we want to touch on every time we interview someone who is part of the podium. Why we want to have this 3-month goal is because we want them to take consistent mini goals or mini steps to their bigger dreams. I think a lot of business owners, when they are starting out, they do not know which direction they want to go. A lot of people may want to do it because perhaps they may have lost their job, or perhaps they are sick of the 9 to 5, and maybe they feel like they need that extra income. So that's the reason why they started a side hustle. They started a small business on the side, and that is what we want to focus on in the podium when we interview the business owner. What do you guys think?
yeah, I think because we are setting them a goal. We are setting themselves like a short-term goal. Like for example, you mentioned 3 months, right? If they are in dire situation, like they really need some funds. This can be used as a mini Kickstarter for people to donate or to contribute,
or to do business with them.
Correct, to exchange values, but it's not just donate. It's like it's not charity. So they need to do something like, for example, they are selling some mini product for $10. So his goal, for example, is to raise $5,000. So he needs to sell what, 500 of it?
500, yeah.
So if we can bring 500 of people who contribute $10 each within the next 3 months, that is the kind of goals that we want them to set, and may our platform be a start for them to do that. So yeah, just an example.
Yeah. And what about Hanafi? What do you think about this?
I think it's a good opportunity to allow the business owners to get in front of the camera, because as a marketer myself who actually do reels, or rather I'm a reel maker, right? We create Instagram and TikTok reels. We do get like business owners, founders who get very shy to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, a lot of them actually.
Yes, so this will allow them to dip their feet and get a bit wet before they finally go for the swimmer. Right? So
Yeah.
I think it's a good initiative, and maybe they can get comfortable being in front of the camera. Maybe eventually they can even do their own content. You don't even have to hire me or whatever, right? You can, because you are getting so used to talking to the camera.
Yes.
And hearing yourself. I think if I'm not wrong, one of the things that most people don't like is hearing themselves.
Yes.
Like even after they record the video, right? They have all the skits, the clips.
I think I'm one of them.
They just don't want to edit. They go like, I don't want to edit. I feel so weird after I record. The whole recording is okay, but when I'm editing, I just feel it's weird. But it's not. It's just that they're not used to listening to themselves.
Yeah. I agree, because I think having TGN, the Golden Nuggets podcast, kind of like forced me to be part of content creation.
Yeah.
And without me
same,
doing
same.
without me doing any own personal content creation, right?
Because I'm the one doing the editing.
I mean, it's good. It's an advantage because whoever that is coming into the podium, you are quote unquote forced to be out there, but in a good way, lah. Something that you can benefit from, something that your audience or your customers or clients can benefit from. So it's definitely one. And of course, you can get to know us. If let's say you don't know Nazreen, Hanafi, and Amir, it's more into like a get to know session. We love to understand how you do.
How can we help?
How can we help? How can we put our own mind to what you want to achieve?
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Nas, I might need you to help me with the second camera.
Alamak, what happened?
So I cannot see Amir's face now. But anyway, that said, I think the podium is a good opportunity for people to start,
Yes. Now
Being up there.
we come to the third part, which is the most unique.
Okay, hang on guys, hang on. Let me just fix Amir's camera before we continue the episode.
Why it keeps
Bawah tu. Tekan. On balik.
okay? Maybe you can cut this part lah.
Oh, nak kena zoom in sikit. Nak pergi belakang, kena zoom in. Nak kena cut lah.
Dah tengah flow tu.
Oh, banyak sangat. Dekat sikit. Okay. Your camera, can you like tilt ke kiri sikit? Okay, boleh. Okay, tadi your question, Amir.
Okay, so sorry for the technical difficulties. So now we already touched on the first two parts about our podium segment, which is the first one will be about, what was it again?
Community.
No.
The podium itself.
Yeah, the first part will be about them using the platform as a way to start their content creation journey. The second part will be sharing with the audience about how they can actually achieve a small goal.
Yeah.
And kickstart their entire journey. And the third part, which is the most unique part for the podium segment, will be the community. So what we have in mind for the community that we are going to build using the podium platform will be in the platform in the group itself. What we will want to encourage the podium members to do will be to help engage with each other's content, because the good thing about Instagram or TikTok, they don't look at the number of followers that you have. Even when you are starting out as a fresh account, if you have high engagement, your content will be pushed to a lot more eyeballs. So that is what we want to achieve out of this community. We want to encourage the community to engage with each other's content. And how do people engage with each other's content, Hanafi?
Okay, so this thing is called Kickstart. All you need to do is when somebody shares their content on the platform, all you need to do is watch the video until the end, double tap to like, and then just click share and copy link. You don't have to copy if you don't want to. You just need to click copy. So that's just one.
Save.
Yeah. Yeah, you can save it. You can bookmark or save the video if you want. That's just an additional one that will help to push the algorithm a bit better. But I usually leave it as an option because not everybody will want to do that, right? So at least do the first three. Yeah, and then on top of engaging with each other's content, we are going to be providing like business insights as well, right? So you have, of course, Nazrin and myself. Nazrin will talk a bit more about the SEO side of things. But when it comes to content creation, when it comes to creating your own videos, I will actually be sharing some of the latest changes that Instagram, TikTok is having, and also you get like access to what forms of content that you can create as well on top of that.
Yeah. So the reason why we are doing this is because you as business owners, it's difficult for you to keep up with the ever-changing algorithm of Meta or even TikTok. So having someone in the content creation space like Hanafi, it will be a benefit for you guys, so that you guys would know how to engage your content or how to make sure it's well engaged, so that you do not have to spend so much money on paid ads.
Yeah.
So, like one of the reason why I started to think of this was because recently there is this brand new podcast from the real estate industry, and one of them actually mentioned that they spend about $30,000 on Facebook ads a year, but did not get the ROI. So I think that is really concerning. And you as someone who is just starting out, I don't think you have that amount of money or that deep of a pocket to be able to burn your money through advertisement. So the reason why we come up with this community and we encourage this community to engage with each other's content is to make sure that you do not need to start off with spending a lot of money for paid ads.
Yeah, we got nothing against paid ads, definitely. But
it is important because you need 4 prongs of approach in terms of marketing your own business, and one of it is paid ads. But we know as a startup, it's very difficult when you do not have that extra funds to burn your money and just give it to Meta. You know?
Yeah, I mean, in most cases, what I see is if they don't hire agencies to do their ads, right? They do themselves, and then they do it wrongly, and when they did it, then a lot of money is burned.
Yes,
they never test, they never do a lot of
A/B testing.
A/B testing to find the right campaign that wins, and then therefore just burn the budget like that.
But I believe most of them, when they look at doing campaigns, it's mostly through looking for conversions. But of course, when we talk about campaign, there are multiple levels of campaign planning. Like maybe you might not get the money, that's why it's not hitting the ROI. But at the same time, these are things that is a bit hard to quantify. That would be called brand awareness. Sure, your ad may have targeted to me. I might not be buying or selling my property, but at least you are there. Like I know that you are there.
We know that you exist.
So that is more of the brand awareness side of things. I might recommend to my friend.
I think the best time to even run an ad is when you already done your content creation to a certain level. So people know you already, and then you run ad. So at least when people check you out, we do research, you have already done your share in, putting yourself out there, including having yourself in the podium. So it will, I mean, if you jump straight to ads at the very first stage of your marketing, I think that's not a wise choice.
I mean, imagine you are the customer, right? An ad is being targeted to you. So you click on the ad, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is not bad. And then you click on the person that's running the ad, and then you don't see a single piece of content. How does that make you feel? Right? Are you ready to convert at that point of time?
Unless you really have deep pockets, right? That ads is used to raise awareness
Yeah.
for really some period of time. So then, by all means,
Yes.
we're not forcing you to not spend. Yeah.
So these three things, having a platform for you guys to start putting yourself out there, sharing with the audience what your goals for the next 3 months will be, and the third one will be being part of a community that will help each other engage with each other's contents.
Yeah. So the kickstart is actually very important. Because once the algorithm reads that your content is working, is flying, it will help you push it out even more.
Yes.
It will be on the For You page, so you have lesser stress. And then just to support the whatever claim that Nazrin has already mentioned earlier, this is something that I've already done for my client. When we ran ads, he already got 3 leads, right? And part of the reason is because they know who he is. He really has content which is doing consistently, and out of the last 12 videos or reels that we've done for him, 6 of them were viral. Right, so there's a 50% rate that it will go viral. Yeah, so that makes the people who actually see the ads have more trust.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this community will get you the views that I think if you single-handedly try to do your videos, you might not be able to so-called kickstart your views. Yeah.
So do you think we cover well enough for the Podium and for businesses who want to start up?
Pretty much.
I guess so, because they need to know more. If you want to go more in depth, join us. You only know when you join. Because it's so much that we can share what we do, what we will be gonna do. But to know and to experience it, you need to be here. You need to be in my seat over here in the Podium, so that you can experience it yourself.
Yeah. So the Podium is going to be able to allow you to promote your business and the campaigns that you are running, and of course on top of that you have like the support of the community, which is I think for $250, the price that we have right now.
Yes.
I don't know if you are listening to this a bit later. So the price might change, but for now the price is at $250. And I
Dollars,
think, Yeah, dollars.
Not ringgit.
Yeah, so this is something that I don't think you can get for like this price. Honestly.
Okay, so I think we got the Podium pretty much well covered.
I got one more question. This is just for Ami, and this will probably help to clarify for those of you who are signing up. So what can the business owners expect when they are sitting at Nazrin's seat? What are some of the questions that are going to be asked to them, and how can we prepare them?
So some of the questions, or one of the questions that we will definitely ask is, aside from the standard introduction, will be what problem they are solving from their business itself, and also what are the goals that they have in mind within the next 3 months, 6 months. We want this to be said out loud, because if you do not tell the world what you want to achieve, it's difficult for the world to get behind you and support you. So I think these two are the most important question that I will definitely ask for anyone who is going to be in the Podium.
Alright, okay. And one more thing, I'm actually looking for people who are action takers, people who want to take action. So when you join the community, this is not just for yourself, it's for your business, the people that you are employing, your team, and also the community that you are serving through your services and products. So you need to take actions, right? So the things that we are going to be sharing inside the community itself will be how you can actually improve your business through the marketing eyes, like from the SEO and the reel creation. When we share all these things, this might be knowledge that you already know. You might be like, oh, okay, I already know this. Why are they sharing this? Right? So knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. So whatever we are sharing, these are the things that we need you to take action and actually do it. And it is not for us. It is for you guys.
Yes.
The action takers.
Yes.
So with that being said, do you guys have any more questions?
All good.
One last thing I want to say before we close this
Podium?
episode. When we started the Golden Nuggets podcast, it is the most selfish reason for us to be starting this is for us to learn from business owners so that we can bring our own businesses to the next level. Yes, we have in the past 1 year learned a lot and managed to apply this in our own individual businesses. And I think our individual revenue have all increased. Right? Yeah. So we want this to be the same for you guys, especially you guys who are starting out. That's the reason why we started the Podium, because this is the only way for small businesses to get together and scale together as a whole. So with that being said, stay tuned and get ready for the first Podium guest in the next episode.
Yes, and thank you guys for tuning in. This is Hanafi together with Ame and Nazrin. We are closing the curtain on the Podium. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.